What's going on, guys? Make sure y'all like the stream. We're gonna get into this. Heifer here. Salute to everybody that's here. I appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to the moderators and the channel members, the people that are here every show. I know I don't stream as consistently as I should. Hopefully, it will change soon. But nonetheless, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Swing Out Museum with the first super chat and the second one. Hold on. Give people a chance to get into to here. What's going on? How's it been? Y'all have a good weekend? Did y'all have a good weekend? Salute to everyone that's here. Salute to everyone that's here. It just keeps getting worse, don't it? With a lot of the things that we see, don't it? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's see who's here in the chat. Let's see who's here. Brian, Slim South, Thomas, Jalen, Miss Tangy, 25 Kid, Karen, House Always Wins, Boss to King, the Pink Unicorn, Matthew, Jordan, Steven, Mellow Bird, what's going on? Ramir, Sydney, Troy, Miss Cool Gemini, Mike Dwayne, Gerald, Ryan, Crackle, Swing Out, Ryzen, Latoya, Fred. See Troy, Jeremiah, Black and Proud, Stebby, Abaga, Kevin from Brooklyn, Dragonfly, JMK, Trill, Andrew, After School Show was good. Yeah, make sure y'all like the stream. You know, I want y'all to understand that stuff like this has happened before. Stuff like this happens frequently. You have a lot of women that don't want to be mothers. They only have the children for child support. And to keep them away from the father because, you know, they want to use anything to their advantage. Miss Cool Gemini, what's up? Coach Lamont. They want to use anything to their advantage. Their children are being used to their advantage. And a lot of the things that go on, I believe, is by design. They want the children to be raised in dysfunctional situations. But they have overlooked so long the destruction of the black single mother. Shout out to Ramir.
Hey OJ, these sort of incidents need to be covered. Thank goodness the father was in touch with his daughter.
Appreciate that. Yeah, but you see, men are responsible for the most part. A lot of these women are not. A lot of these black single mothers are not capable of raising children. See, that's what they don't want y'all to know. That's why these women have gone on campaigns to try to stop men from telling the truth about them. We're not lying about them. We've been telling the truth about you heifers for years. And now everybody sees it. Or they're starting to see it. See, you can't hide this shit any longer. You just can't. Everybody's going to know the truth. They're going to know what type of person you really are. And they're already starting to see it. She left to run after a man. It reminds me of a story that I saw years ago. of a woman from Virginia that left her, I think she had what, like 5 or 6 kids? She left them in a motel so she can go to Myrtle Beach for Bike Week to be with some dude. Now, I don't know if the guy was from South Carolina or from Virginia, because I know some of you males don't care that you're with a dysfunctional woman that don't like her kids. You will sleep with them anyway, because you're just as screwed up as they are. So I've seen situations like this before. These women do not care about their children. They don't. You can't convince me that they do. Those kids, you could have sent those kids to stay with the father, but you just couldn't do it, could you? What's good, JJ Diesel? Gemini, what's up? Make sure y'all get the likes up too. You just couldn't do it, could you? You just couldn't bring yourself to send those children to the father. Those women hate the father of their kids and the kids. But a lot of you single mothers, you black single mothers, are just so, you have created your own reality to the point to where you think you can get away with this. Saw this on IG. They're blaming the father because he wasn't around the kid. The oldest is his daughter. The youngest isn't. You see that? Oh, I'm telling y'all, only in America will people see stuff like this and they will blame the father. I told y'all, these women stick together like a pack of hyenas, as a lot of the content creators will say. I believe I heard that from Angry Man. Like a pack of hyenas. I can't even use the word heifer. I got to use a pack of wild beasts. It's crazy. This is where we are, people. This is where we are. This is how bad it's gotten, that it takes stuff like this to show people what's really going on out here. So, honestly, I want people to really listen. What social media has exposed is just how desperate these women are to cover up how horrible of mothers they are. This is what black children are being raised in. Again, let's get the likes up, people. A lot of these black children, these black youths, are growing up in this environment with mothers that don't want them. They only have the children to keep them away from the father because they hate him so much they don't want him to have the children. So it's her way of keeping something from him. It's just like, when you break up with a woman and she refuses to let you get your stuff out of her house. So the kids are just a bargaining chip. That's all they are. And when that doesn't work, they abandon the children. Those children are going to be scarred for life from this. She should never have custody of those children ever again. And the sad thing is that those children are probably going to be separated because, as someone said in the chat, the eldest is that particular man's daughter, but the youngest isn't. Of course, she got multiple kids by different men. I saw someone in the chat say that she has a third child. These heifers are too busy making videos about the passport bros. But what about these single mothers in these communities who are destroying their children? They are destroying their children, and nobody wants to talk about this. You want to blame white supremacy. Well, did white supremacy make this woman abandon her children? This is a disgusting human being, this woman here is. This woman was arrested for assaulting a repo man. This is the type of heifer we're talking about here. She should never have custody of her children again. Shout out to greatness.
She was arrested a couple years ago for assaulting a repo man.
Right.
How does she have custody of the kids after
I
that?
don't know. Because
Women in court system work together.
The court system wants the children around these women. The court system wants broken and destroyed homes because they can siphon money from the men, and these children get raised destroyed. Why do you think these men are so emotional? When you see these crimes of passion and you see how emotional these males are, it's because they grew up with an emotional mother. They didn't have a father in their life. When you see these dysfunctional women who don't know how to keep a man, but they can get online and tell everybody what's wrong with everybody but themselves. A lot of y'all don't want to hear about yourselves, but this is the reality. A lot of you are not fit to be mothers. You're not fit to be mothers. You are a disgrace. Just like this one. But there's a lot of women like this who abandon their children to go chase after some man. They want to, they are so selfish. And again, if you women don't want to be a mother, just say so. Stop accepting children that you don't want. A child is not going to keep a man. But a lot of you heifers think that if you have a child by a man, he's going to want to stay with you. No, he is not. You're delusional. You're a psycho. You need help. You need to be healed. You don't need to be chasing men. I guarantee you this heifer's laid up with some male. This disgusting, despicable, worthless woman is laid up with some man instead of worrying about her children. She's a fake wannabe struggle Instagram model. She out there trying to procreate again because that's what they do. They get with some new guy and they end up wanting to have another child to keep him because these women were raised wrong. This is what decades of social programs can do. Now, I don't think all social programs are bad, but the Section 8 wealth that has destroyed a lot of people because you have a lot of entitlement. You got a lot of these women that believe that if I have a few children, I can get assistance, and that's what they work towards instead of working towards getting a job and getting your children out of these bad environments. Because yes, I would never want to raise my child in a war-torn black neighborhood. I mean, I know that's going to piss you off, but who cares? I'm talking about my family, and I don't want them to grow up in a drug-infested, gang-infested neighborhood. It is what it is. The only people that are safe are the foreigners because y'all don't do nothing to them, and they bully you in your own communities. But if you look at this woman's house, I wouldn't be surprised if she's in one of those areas where they build like housing for people who get government assistance. That had to be because this woman cannot be working a 9-to-5 job, living in, because again, that house doesn't look like it's in a bad area. It must be one of those housing that Steph Curry don't want in his backyard. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to build housing near his backyard. He's like, oh no, y'all not bringing them Negroes up here. We moved away from them. Y'all trying to move them over here. This woman failed her children. She failed herself. A lot of you black women are screwed up. You need psychological help. You don't need to be taking care of no children, but y'all can't help yourself. You think that a man is going to keep you, a man is going to stay with you if you have his child. That's weirdo, obsessed mentality to have. And this woman is the face of failure. And we're going to get into the article because I want all of you to see this. This woman left her children because she's out here chasing some man that really don't even want her like that. Like a lot of you heifers do. A lot of you heifers are out here chasing men that don't want you. You know, that's what you do. You chase behind men that want absolutely nothing to do with you. And then you get online and you want to be mad, you know, because there's a segment of men that don't want you. And this is the thing. And I think people got to understand, this is why you have disgruntled men leaving the country. It's because a lot of you heifers are not dateable. Who the hell would want you? Nobody, except for these thirsty ass men who need a place to stay, who are bums. Those are the only men that will be dumb enough to have unprotected relations with you. Like, look at the house in the background. Does that look like it's in a bad neighborhood? No, but they're creating housing just like this for a lot of these broke, bummy heifers to move into.
She posted pictures of meals that she ate on Dagram when her kids were at home starving.
Wow.
She'll still have access to her kids after all this.
Appreciate that. No, she should be in prison, spending a lot of time in there for abandoning her children. But you see, they don't hold these women accountable. And that's why they get away with the things they get away with, because they're so used to not being held accountable. And that's why they get mad at content creators, because we're going to hold them accountable. And that's why they've been attacking us for years, because we hold them accountable. We do what society refuses to do. And we're going to continue to do it, whether they like it or not. A lot of you heifers are not worth marrying. You're not worth dating. Nobody really wants you except for to sleep with you. And if any man wants you other than that, then he's desperate. Some of you males are highly desperate, and you will sleep with anything. You know that woman is crazy. You know that she, is unhinged, that she don't take care of the children that she has, and you still have an unprotected relationship with them. You just as nutty as she is. It's according to The Sun. Urgent hunt for Texas mom Raven Yates, who abandoned her children, 3 and 12 years old, at home for 2 months in horrific conditions. A mother is wanted by police for allegedly abandoning. Allegedly, she did abandon her 2 children with barely any food for nearly 2 months. Raven Yates of Roman Forest, Texas, allegedly left her 12-year-old daughter and 3-year-old son at home alone at their home. See, look at their home. Does that look like that's in a bad neighborhood? They're building housing just like this for Raven Yates. There's a bunch of heifers like Raven Yates that they're building whole neighborhoods for, just so they can have housing, the type of housing they feel like these women deserve. These women do not deserve that. Do not deserve sympathy, and should not be given sympathy. They could fix their situations, but they refuse not to. They refuse not to. The mom reportedly left the children alone in late September, and they weren't discovered until nearly 2 months later. No food in the house, and everything was empty, said Roman Forest Police Chief Stephen Carlisle. There were some dry beans and spices. That was it. Told you, bum. Told you she was a bum. Investigators said the fridge and cabinets were nearly empty, and the toddler's room smelled heavy urine. A 12-year-old cannot take care of a 3-year-old for a long period of time, especially over a month and a half, said Carlisle. Did the 12-year-old go to school? Nobody noticed that the child wasn't going to school? It's dangerous and irresponsible of a parent without medical supplies or a way to get food. That's very dangerous. The children have different fathers, said police. Yates allegedly threatened her elder child that the girl's father would take her and leave her 3-year-old brother alone if she told him. Well, see, you'll see the manipulation. This stupid, goofy heifer told her daughter that if she were to call her father and tell him that he would take her and leave her brother behind. Y'all see the manipulation? Y'all see the manipulation? And this, I'm telling you, there's a lot of women there's a lot of Raven Yates out here in America. America's full of Raven Yates, but a lot of you males want us to pick from this. Y'all want us to pick from this when there's a shit ton of Raven Yates all over the country. Afraid of her mother, the daughter would get her father to order food for the house by telling him that her mother was working. However, family members spotted Yates in Mobile, Alabama. And they spotted her in Alabama without the children and contacted the child's father. According to Carlisle, the 12-year-old's father, who lives in California, flew to Texas and called police when he learned of the children's living conditions. Carlisle added that the children had never been enrolled in school for an entire year they lived in Texas. So she was planning this.
Luckily, the kids didn't burn the house down.
Right. Appreciate that, CP Trucker. She had been planning this because she knew that if she enrolled them in the school, that if the girl wasn't going to school, they would know about it. So she was planning this. That's why she didn't enroll them in school. Yates has been charged with 2 counts of abandoning or endangering a child without intent to return, according to police. The Roman Forest Police Department is working with police in Alabama to find and arrest the mother. So she's in hiding. This woman should never have custody of any of her children ever again. Despite a warrant being out for her arrest, Yates has continued to post actively on social media. Wow. I told you these women are crazy. I told these women are loony, man. Yates is also the mother of a 14-year-old daughter who was reported as a runaway before Yates allegedly left her other children. All 3 children have been reunited, said police. They are all safe and are living with a family member. This is what pathetic looks like. This is a pathetic human being. You do not deserve to have children. You know, there are women out here who would love to be mothers. And for some reason, a lot of women like Raven Yates are allowed to have children. And what they do is that they destroyed their children. If you didn't want to be a mother, stop opening your legs to different men.
Raven is Imp and a daughter of the Ogre.
Appreciate that, Swing Up. And they want us to stay in America and date heifers like this. Because this is the majority. This ain't the minority. It's a majority. Why you think the majority of these heifers are single? Because they're crazy. And they hate their children just as much as they hate the baby's father. They love to tell us, well, you men need to wear a protection. Well, I mean, she's the one that has to give the okay for that man to have sex with her. But that doesn't matter to you stupid people that want to not give these women any blame or any accountability. Well, she's going to be held accountable. And I want people to continue to hold her accountable.
Nurturing and caring, right, guys?
You say that, Sir Eudes. I hope she's put in jail for a very long time. She need to do a stint. She need to be in jail till them kids are 18. That would really make this whole situation more, come to a satisfying conclusion. You know, Mobile has a lot of trashy ladies there. Carrie Hilson is online defending the mother. Of course, because Carrie Hilson would probably do the same thing. That's why she would defend this. These women are going to defend each other, man. I'm telling you. This woman probably was abusive to them kids, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because she's a woman and she should be respected. But the fact that women are defending her lets y'all know. I told y'all, this is the majority. This ain't the minority. Raven Yates is the majority of these black women, like Carrie Hilson. They will all abandon their children too. Because they got to have a life too. Well, stop opening your legs and having children. Say no, because a lot of you heifers can't say no. Y'all want to keep a man so bad that you're willing to have a child with them. This is the majority. This is why these women are not wife material and are not dating material. Don't blame me. Look at these heifers. You got women that are defending this. They are get your tubes tied if you don't want to be a mother. But the fact that she didn't do that lets you know that she doesn't care about herself or anybody else. She wants to bring life into the world so she can destroy it. These women love to destroy people around them because they are destroyed. Well, how about you get some therapy? You get absolutely no sympathy from me because all these heifers got a story, right? They got a story. They want sympathy. You get absolutely no sympathy from me. I don't care about your story. I don't care about your past. I don't care about your childhood. It means nothing to me. You need to worry about yourself and the children that you brought into this world.
Oh,
What
she's
happened in
getting
the
the
past
book
means
thrown at
zero
her.
to me.
Gonna be buried under the prison. Be put in the bad section of the prison. Her not putting her kids in school and abandoning them. CPS, county officers aren't gonna let her off easily.
Oh no. Appreciate that. And yes, she should definitely spend a significant amount of time behind bars, because if this was a man, y'all definitely would want him under the jail. Y'all would definitely want him under the jail. Now, what is her social media? I don't know what her social media is. Can somebody tell me what her social media is, so I can go to it? Does anybody have her Instagram? What's good, Severa? Make sure y'all like the stream. This woman is a dirtbag, man. Raven Yates is a dirtbag. And if she's still posting on social media, she needs to be cooked. Anybody have that IG? Oh, there's a lot of birth control. These women just don't want to take it. This woman should never be allowed around her children ever again. She got a child running away, then she abandons a child. She didn't put them in school because she was planning this the whole time. I don't know how she thought she was going to get away with this. What if them children would have lost their life? What if they would have lost their life? Then what? To me, I would say that's premeditated. She left them to starve. She wanted them to starve. She wanted her children to starve. Or maybe she thought that the children would get money from the father for food, but for 2 months. And the fact that there are people defending her lets me know how stupid a lot of the women who are defending her, y'all are stupid. Don't wonder no man wants you. Carrie Hilson, if you are out here indeed defending her, I see why you single, because you're screwed up in the head. I don't care how good you may look out here. You are absolutely ridiculous for defending her. Let's see. She better hope I don't find her social media. Somebody she posting food while her children starve, and there are people defending her. Y'all look crazy. Some people might have to get them a video, man. Somebody gonna have to get them a video. If I'm seeing, heifers out here defending, it's on Baller Alert. You say you sent to me. I mean, I get a lot of stuff sent to me on IG. You say you sent to me on IG a few days. We'll send it again. Let me see what she posted, man. Let's see. Baller Alert. Baller.
There are over 36 forms of birth control.
It is. Appreciate it. It is. They don't want to take it, though. Okay, I see a post about her, but I don't see where they have her Instagram. Oh. Oh, Carrie Hilson is saying that she was abducted. What the fuck? Carrie Hilson, use your brain. She was not abducted. Are you serious? She was her. Okay, Brian say he sent it to me. Hold up. She was abducted. Come on. Yeah, abducted by her selfishness. Okay. Oh, this her. She got 230. Okay, let's get at this plus size model. Hold on. Okay, hold. And this chick, yo, she posted like ain't nothing going on, man. This big titty heifer, man. God damn. You talk about having no shame. This is a heifer with no shame, man. You got this big titty loser posting on her IG like ain't nothing going on. Ain't nobody abducting him. Look at this. She's abducted. Carrie Hill said, get off social media with that bullshit. Look at this heifer.
Yeah.
Somebody said that this isn't her. This isn't her? They're saying that this ain't her. Hold up. Let me make sure. This is her page. This hasn't posted on either of her business pages since December. Kind of weird. This is weird. At first, just thought she was out of control, but now I think something may be wrong. As much as she posts, why not go live? Okay, well, let me see. You got the stories. Baller alerts. Stop explaining yourself. I bet this is her. She's hiding. Y'all got to understand, this woman is in hiding. She's in hiding. I told y'all she thought she's a celebrity. There's a picture with a refrigerator. So is this her refrigerator at home in her cabinets? I guess that's the little boy. So why you won't turn yourself in, heifer? Listen, this is her running this page. I don't know why people keep saying, well, this is not her. Then why would she post this? Did she take pictures of this before she left on her 2-month vacation from her children? You know what I'm saying? Where the OnlyFans at? You know what I'm saying? I bet she's shooting OnlyFans content. They're trying to make it seem like this ain't her. This ain't her? Man, y'all better go get this woman. Y'all know where she at. Y'all better go get this heifer. Y'all know where she at. If she was spotted in Alabama, then why haven't the Alabama PD went and got her? Not Alabama PD. Why haven't the Mobile PD went and picked her up then if she was spotted there? I told y'all, they don't care what these black women do. They let these black women run wild, unless, they end up, committing like murder or something. But even then, they're like hesitant to really punish these women for the crimes that shit they commit. They're saying somebody else is using it. Well, I mean, she still can get cooked. I mean, she still left her kids high and dry. So, I mean, she could still get every bit of the smoke because you left your kids high and dry. And then you threatened the eldest one to not say nothing. So, no, this one was not abducted. Now, I could be wrong. We could find out that something happened later on. But again, ain't that what police is for? To do an investigation? And why would they post this? This to me is a guilty conscience of I didn't abandon nobody. If the woman was abducted, why would they post this 2 days ago? Took a photo on the stove she never cooked on. That stove look kind of clean, don't it?
She is on Instagram as at Hollywood Famus DB.
Yeah, I found the swing out. This her? This is what she posted. I believe she posted this to let everybody know everything is good at her place, right? That's her pretending to care about her kids. She threatened her eldest. So I don't, y'all have there are people that have all these theories, but the theories go out the window when you realize she threatened her eldest one. And then she was spotted in Alabama. So, yeah, this is her page. I'm not sure who's running it, but that doesn't mean that she can't get the smoke. She's a horrible mother, and she's taking the pictures of the refrigerator and the cabinets. That's a guilty conscience. So yeah, you can't defend that. People talking about, well, maybe she was kidnapped. I mean, she was spotted in Alabama, and she wasn't seemingly in distress. So we can't use that defense. We also got to talk about how she threatened the eldest one by saying, if you tell your father what happened about her leaving, then he will take you away. She trying to get her an athlete. She trying to get her NFL player, man. You women better get a regular job or something, or get into another career. Trying to be an IG model is not for everybody. It don't, you know what I'm saying? Just because you have a following don't mean anything. This woman got 200,000. She got 200,000 subscribers, but she getting like 600 likes on her posts. Even the post showing some assets, only getting like 500 likes. So, I mean, I ain't saying she paying for the subscribers, but I mean, I mean, 500 on the assets videos. I mean, come on, man. 500, that's it? Got over 200,000. Y'all want to be IG models so bad, man. It's crazy. Oh, shout out to Liana. She gifted me, she gifted 5 memberships. So shout out to Liana. She gifted me some memberships. You can do that. You can gift multiple memberships. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's see who she gifted. Hold on. Let's see what she gifted. She gifted JT and Simply a Mirror and Wakandan Royalty. Denise E was good. Tradeways Life. What's going on? And gifted y'all some memberships, man. I see, some of that stuff I'm still learning with the membership thing. But shout out to everybody that's becoming members. You're doing great, because I have a lot of great content that is going to be coming on this channel. There's a lot of things I'm going to be doing. Very important. So shout out to, Liana blessing people with the memberships. If y'all want to bless some people yourselves with memberships, if you're a member, you can do that, So shout out to you. All right. But let's get back to the slore. This slore who abandoned her children. Let's see. I'm looking at the link tree. Behind the scenes exclusives. Let's see what the behind the scenes exclusives. This heifer got a Patreon and everything. So are y'all subscribing to the Patreon, man? Oh, let me see. She got the Patreon, man. She got the 6 month. Hold on, let me show y'all. I was looking for the other thing, but she got the Patreon. Let's see. The Patreon. Yeah, she got the Patreon. See if any of you brothers are gonna go over there and subscribe. Okay, she got the $6 one, she got the $12 one, she got the 25 VIP one, she got the $55. You know what I'm saying? You know, got the Patreon. Yeah. So I wonder what kind of content she's doing over there. I wonder what she's making over there. Is it just behind the scenes stuff? Like what's going on there? Yeah. Artist news. Pay money to see Carmel Honeybun. Huh. LA LA Wire News. Let's see. Let's see. Beauty store. Business Insider. Let's see what this Business Insider has to say. Oh no. Yo, they got articles written about her. Lord, they got articles written about her. Business Insider. And this comes from 2020. Did she pay them to write this article? It says how Raven Yates went from performing in the streets to Hollywood famous. I bet she was in these streets. I bet she was in these streets. For many people, their passion starts once they start to perceive things around them as infants. Painters fall in love with the colors that surround them as babies. For artists, Raven Yates, the same thing can be said regarding their love of music. Born Raven, is it Sawan? Is it Sawan? Oh Lord, the spelling of these names. Yates, her passion for music began when she was old enough to comprehend sounds. The melodies and rhythm had not just captivated her ears, but her heart and soul as well. The music inspired her to become such a lyricist that she became known for having a way with her peers' words. Raven was pushed to perform throughout her childhood. She gained local popularity and performed around the city she grew up in. By age 13, Raven successfully recorded her first track. While the road to success may have been paved early for her, Raven Yates went through some hardships in her life. She pursued a career in the music industry, but as it often is with women of color, it proved to be a steep climb. Eventually, she lost everything in her pursuit. However, Raven held on to the dream of making it big. Determined to make it, Raven continued her pursuit for her career in the music industry. She decided to adopt the stage name Hollywood Famous. She can both sing and rap, which not many artists can do. Or they can't.
Hi, Eric.
Oh, what's up, Liana? Appreciate that. Which not many artists can do. Most of her songs are told with a narrative that describes the things that she had been through in her life as a performer. Raven wants to give her fans the experience they deserve every time she performs. She finds herself exactly where she belongs. Raven doesn't see her career as work. She instead sees it as something she loves. After gaining a bigger following, Raven turned her eyes to modeling. She used her platform to encourage her followers to love their bodies. Raven also started her entrepreneurial ventures by starting a business called the Famous Beauty Collection, selling products such as wigs, hair extensions, and lashes, as if 100,000 heifers haven't done this before. Raven found herself in a better place than when she had first set out. She later moved to Los Angeles, eager to push her career forward. She enrolled in college at LA Film to enhance her knowledge in what she loves to do, performing. Whether it's singing, rapping, dancing, or acting, everything comes naturally for her. She has been buckling. I had it right. Down to work on her next major project to give back to her fans who she loves dearly. Raven has recently released her first EP titled Bitch, I'm Famous Volume 1, which can be found on all streaming platforms. She hopes that her fans will learn from her example to continue chasing their dreams, no matter the obstacle. You know, that's what she's doing. They wrote this article, I guess, in 2020. I guess they didn't have much material. Like, who wrote? Did you pay to have this written? This had to be like an admission article. Like you admit an article, and they put it up. I'm telling you, man. Have you seen the video of the 14-year-old running away from a man at the home just a few days prior? No, but you can send it to me. By the way, the children are safe, and I don't think the 14-year-old said anything about the mother being taken away. The mother voluntarily left, you know? That's a horrible EP title. I'm telling you, man, that's why you can't take these articles seriously. Like, look at the title of the like, come on, man. Like, it made it seem like she was a musician, like, you know, she played instruments and she was just such an artist. But the name of her album was, we say, "Bitch, I'm Famous." Like, what? Bitch, you're famous? What that's supposed to mean? Unbelievable. But this heifer got articles written about her, you know, about her music, her musical love. Okay, let's see. What else? Purchase her album. Let's see what what's on the "Bitch, I'm Rich Famous." What that is, you know? Bitch, feed your kids streaming. Yeah, bitch, feed your kids streaming on all platforms, man. All platforms. Oh, she got a video. Let's see. Let's check out the music video. Okay, she got a video. Okay, let's see. I'm about to do it like the streamers. I'm about to react to videos like the streamers, like the Twitch streamers. Let's look at this talent. This was 5 years ago, by the way. Tell me that you love me, baby. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that you love me, baby. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that you love me, baby. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that you love me, baby. She need to do a remix called "Do You Love Your Kids? Do You Love Them?" That's what we need, a remix of this, of "Do You Love Your Kids?" We need a remix of that. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that you love me, baby. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that you love me. I just wanna love you for a long time, and baby, you've been all over my mind. I'm feeling you in the worst way. I just want my family. I'm loving you, and I ain't gonna stop, baby. I'm loving you. You are my ride. I'm loving you, no matter what we've been through. The ups and downs, the rounds and rounds, I belong to you. Tell me that you love me, baby. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that you love me, baby. Okay, that's enough auto-tune that I can handle. Okay, we don't need any more auto-tune, Lord. Okay, the talent is lacking in so many areas. She got the living room video. She got like a living room video, official video from her living room, and the auto tune is all over the place. Like, come on, man. I'm trying to figure out who writing articles about her. Damn, do we have another article that was written? Oh, we got another article that was written. I mean, you could just, I guess you can get anybody to write articles about you. Like, that's all it takes, you know? I told y'all, man, they inflate the minds of these women to the point to where they believe that they are real artists. Look at this. Raven Yates, a passion-driven artist aiming to make a difference. At any given time, countless aspirants are driven to climb the pinnacles of greatness for a wide variety of reasons, from securing generational wealth to making a difference in the world. Some may even be motivated to change their circumstances, rising above challenges in order to create a better future. True enough, behind every success lies a purpose larger than themselves, enabling go-getters to persevere no matter how difficult the path may be. In the case of Raven Yates, the impetus of her full throttle journey to success in the music scene is to gain the ability to improve the life of her family and help others thrive and get ahead. Widely acknowledged, widely acknowledged for her distinct artistry and a remarkable arsenal of talents, the multifaceted artist is ready to dominate the arena with grace and finesse. And this woman wrote this. This white woman wrote this. Do you have any idea, lady, who you wrote about? Who a year later will go on to abandon her children? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's see. Lord, they got another. This article was written last year. Why are you writing about this? Y'all, look, check this out, man. This is London Daily Post. I don't even know if this is a real. I don't even know if this is a real publication, but this is anybody who's from London, England. Is there a website, or do you know of a London Daily? You know of a London? This is her, right? In her living room where she shot the video at. In that same living room. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just be writing random articles about random people to uplift heifers like this. This is what they be doing. This is what they be doing. Like, what? Y'all ain't had nothing to write about, huh? And you had to write about this heifer. That gotta be fake. Sometimes the only strategy that works for someone is consistent work and staying focused. This has been proven to be true in many success stories, and many more people are adopting the same strategy. Raven Yates is one of those people and has some success stories to show for it. Man, get the fuck out of here. Unbelievable. This is where we've gotten to. This is why black women like this feel they can get away with shit. Because y'all writing articles about them. When they haven't accomplished anything. Oh, we got another one. We got another one. How the famous beauty store inspires women to engage in self-love. Once again, she's in that same background. Just looks like the walls have been painted. Confidence is attractive. And part of what makes a woman confident is when she has access to the best styling products and services. All the attention to detail a woman puts into her appearance, especially her hair, will all be for nothing if the products she uses are subpar. At the famous beauty store, ladies will find everything they need to look good and feel good in their own skin. What? Excuse me? This woman is on the run. This was last year, by the way. Yeah, we don't see nothing about her kids. We see everything about her. Everything is about her. This is where we at. I'm just looking through the link tree, so you don't have to. They need to find this heifer. I know people are trying to make it seem like she was kidnapped. There's no sign of her being kidnapped. Because people talking about her 14-year-old. Well, what about the 12-year-old? Why would the 12-year-old not running from anybody, but the 14-year-old was? We got to think about this, okay? And again, she threatened she threatened her 12-year-old. Well, if you tell your dad that I'm not going to be here, then he's going to take you and leave your brother here. That's what she said. So that cancels out her being, snatched up, because she threatened. She told her daughter, if you tell your dad, he's going to take you and leave your brother behind. That's what she told her. That's what she told her. And I bet all of them got different daddies. 3 kids by 3 different men. Ain't that the story of the black women in America? Different daddy here, different daddy there. You can't blame white supremacy for that. You can't. You can't. These women just got to be more accountable. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. It's the truth. This woman left her kids just so she could go back to Mobile. I don't know but she go to Mobile, Alabama, and she was spotted by people that knew her there, and they called her baby's father. So obviously, when they saw her, she wasn't in no distress. Because if she was in distress, they would have called the police. They called the child's father, because they're like, this heifer's down here in Mobile, Alabama. And then the father has to go see what's going on. These women are out here undisciplined, and they're sleeping with all these different men, and they're having all these different children, and then they don't want the kids no more. You can't do that. There are many ways of avoiding having children. Just saying men need to wear condoms ain't the only thing that needs to be done. What you need to also do is you get your tubes tied or take contraceptives.
Meanwhile, the fathers have to spend the equivalent of a new Toyota Corolla to gain custody of those crumb crunchers.
Right. Appreciate that, TJ. And they want to talk about how the men need to do this and the men need to do that. Well, you heifers need to stop opening your legs for every guy you're halfway attracted to. How about that? How about show some discipline? Hold off. But a lot of you can't do it because any man you come across that you're halfway attracted to, you end up giving him the goods. But it's always the men that everybody want to hold accountable. They don't want to hold these women accountable. This woman abandoned her children. And then you got some people that are upset at the father. I mean, he's in another freaking state. It's not like he had primary custody or anything. Liana, are you still in the chat? Shout out to Liana. She's been very gracious. Liana, are you still here? Salute to everybody that's here. This woman did all of this herself. Now, again, other things can come out, right? But I don't think it's going to be drastically different from what we already know. All we need to know is why. We just need to know why. If you don't want to have full custody, you need to say something. But see, they don't say nothing because they want child support. You see, full custody gets them more child support instead of with shared custody. That's all these heifers think about is child support. Meanwhile, they don't want the child. Well, you need to be more disciplined then. You're a woman. You shouldn't be that desperate for a man. But that's the reality of these women. But a lot of men will claim, well, y'all can't get any women here. These women are desperate, bro. They're desperate. Look at the men they end up dating. I mean, come on, man. Y'all making it seem like, not y'all, but They make it seem like, these women are so difficult. No, they're not. They're just crazy. They're just crazy. Absolutely insane. And you shouldn't be ashamed for not wanting them. I wouldn't want to have to deal with none of these heifers either if I had the choice to go elsewhere. All that shaming to me is pointless because every day we see examples of what, and we're not talking about celebrities. Y'all love to say when you're talking about celebrities, this is a regular heifer. This is a regular heifer. She's not no celebrity. She's just a trash person. This is a regular heifer who thinks that she's more than what she is. Now, again, if there's more to this, it's going to come out. People are saying something may have happened. But what I know is what she told her daughter. And what she told her daughter was not promising of it being a really bad situation as far as her is concerned. It just shows that she just wanted to get away from those kids by any means. She could have sent her daughter. And the thing is, why didn't you send the youngest to be with the father then? Where is your youngest son's father? Do you know who your youngest son's father is? No. I would not be shocked if she don't even know who the father is of her youngest son. Because she could have sent her daughter to stay with the father, or she could have sent the little one, the young boy, to stay with his father. Why didn't she do that? Because she don't know who the father is. I guarantee I could be wrong, but to me, to leave your kids at home for months lets me know that you may not know who the father one of their dads are. You may not know who the father is. Because why would you tell your 12-year-old not to tell her father what's going on? That if she did, then her youngest brother will be left behind. But if he has a father, how would he be left behind if he has a father? That's because the heifer doesn't know who the father is. Or maybe she do. He's probably some married guy. Who knows? Y'all know you heifers love married men. I mean, y'all love married men more than single men. About girls trip. Nah, they would have went to Jamaica. She would have went to Jamaica if they was going on a girls trip. Jamaica is going to become the new Dubai. Dubai equals women selling themselves, right? But women going to Jamaica equals women trying to get some. So whenever you hear about women going to Jamaica, you already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. Shout out to everybody that's here. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all being here. Salute to the moderators and the members. Click that join button if you want to become a member. All right. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate it. On this Monday, hopefully y'all had a great weekend and got your week started off right. All right. Make sure y'all check out the videos I posted today. Click that link that's pinned in the chat room that takes you to all my links, my social media, my channels. So y'all could go and make sure y'all subscribe to everything and follow me on everything. Okay, so you can keep up so you're not left behind in sending me articles 2 or 3 days after I done the topic. All right. All right, people. Thank y'all for being here. Salute to everyone. I'll see y'all next one. Y'all take care and have a good rest of your night, all right?